Yeah, what can you do?
Do you think it is possible for Christ to save someone like Nala?
It's possible, but I need some evidence. I need some evidence that you've done something before we put her on a show and say this woman is saved, because it's going to deter people from Christianity in the long term. If men, see they're putting OnlyFans whores as preachers in churches now. Sorry, I don't know if that's going to affect YouTube, but and so I think when someone's clearly full of shit, we got to call them out on it.
Do you not see that there could be kind of a middle ground where we say, hey, it is amazing you've come to Christ. Let us encourage you in your walk with a new Christian, while also like simultaneously not saying, hey, let's make this person our preacher.
Would you let a reformed pedophile buy kids in church? They said sorry. Would you let them buy the kids?
Buy the kids?
Mm-hmm, buy the kids. Would you let them in the church freely? A reformed pedo?
No, I don't think you can be a reformed
pedophile. So
why
are we bringing a reformed hoe who said she wanted to sleep with married men and loved to get them to cheat around married men? No, you put them in the back of the church. You say, why don't you show us that you actually put your money where your mouth is, do some work, and then come back?
I don't have a problem with that either. If that's
so then I shouldn't have got this video.
Well, you said Jesus can't save these hoes. That's the issue, right?
Yeah, they
welcome the skepticism.
They have to save them. They have to at least delete the
She is the most
OnlyFans.
annoying person on now.
Okay, so she deleted it the day before the Michael Knowles interview.
Listen. Please, please, please let Nick Fuentes be smart enough to not have invited Pearl to AFPAC. Please. I know they're friendly. I know that Nick likes her. I know that Nick's been on her show. Nick had a great interview on her show. I know that she likes Nick. Please, 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 God, protect me from having to be around Pearl at AFPAC, because I really think I might cancel. I really think that might just be a bridge too far. I just don't know if I can do it. Lauren Witzke's already going to be there. That hypocrite asshole is going to be there. There are already so many people that are going to be at AFPAC that I don't want to be in the same room with, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to put on my big girl pants and go, because I want to experience it for myself and I want to see what it's like. And I think that Nick is an interesting shit stirrer, and I want him to continue to stir shit. And there are legitimately people there that I do want to see and that I do want to meet. But I cannot. Please keep Pearl the fuck away from AFPAC. Please.
She was saved in December. She had 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, 5 months. She raised her prices and didn't delete it till the day before. And then I'm still finding Telegram chats. And then the women, it's
those, and I don't know if those look legit.
So but my point is, what you should make sure that all your shit's at least down before you come out and start preaching if you really gave a shit.
It's definitely sketchy, I would say. And I think the problem is with conservatives, like so eager and desperate to find anyone that could potentially be on their side now. Like you see Bill Maher, for instance.
Yeah.
If Bill Maher, he's clearly a liberal, he'll say free speech is good, woke bad. Conservatives are like, this is our guy, even though he's like a Trump hater, clearly not conservative, a liberal.
He's just not super woke.
But we're just so desperate. So that's why Nala was propped up by everyone.
But I want to show what happens, because this happens in churches all the time. Right now, you make a video defending an OnlyFans chick, but Crowder couldn't get the benefit of the doubt.
It looks like background.
I've known Crowder for a long time. Like that's a different issue.
But I don't know. But we all know what she did on the internet. She was getting tag teamed by 2 dudes 8 months ago.
I think you should use her. I think the idea that whether or not she's truly reformed is immaterial to the fact that she's become a propaganda tool for virtue. Yeah,
but why would you want her to do that if she's going to go back later? What evidence? And this is why you have young men. I know you said it's. Some young men are going to Orthodox, but by and large, men are leaving the church.
Right,
and if you talk,
they're leaving the woke churches, and they're going back to the really traditional, like the Roman Catholic Latin Mass, the Eastern Orthodox, the really traditional, like Lutherans or Baptists are seeing.
You have to make it more profitable for her to stay as a reformed individual So if the issue is an OnlyFans hooker comes out and says, I am reformed, I've seen the light. And then prominent people say, we will never accept you, screw you. She goes, there's no light for me. I can't live this way.
She's
Right.
like,
That's right.
I'm
Tim
saying,
is right.
I'm saying do some work. Anything. My God. Could you go to a convent? I mean, she was getting tag teamed by 2 dudes.
Tim is correct. Amelia, real question. Why does the right still give a fuck about Nala? I don't get how this is. It's not. She's a material. Who cares? It's another one of those things. It's like, well, I mean, like, I think who said it? I think it actually Isabella. This was a good point that she made, and I'm really kind of upset we're not hearing more from her, to be honest, because she's really funny. But like Isabella said, the right likes to grasp onto anyone that they can lift up as a symbol and use to shill a political narrative. And you want to get a bunch of like conservative Christians hard or wet, I suppose, as the case may be. You give them a porn star that converted to Jesus? There is nothing that the right likes more than a heathen converting to Jesus. So that's why they give a fuck. Now, is she still like this? Probably isn't gonna. I think we can all acknowledge this, right? She's going to go back and do OnlyFans. It's probably the only thing she knows how to do. She made millions of dollars doing OnlyFans. There is no way in this universe she's not going back to OnlyFans. She's not that smart, okay? But she does have $1 million cushion to last her a little bit, or multi-million-dollar cushion to last her a little while. But it's like no one really cares about any of this stuff. All right, we're gonna watch for a few more minutes, then I'm going to bed because it's 3 a.m.
So 8 months ago. So it's like, okay, could we send her to, I don't know, some missionary or something?
And so the response from the right should be like, wow, that's
I don't know. Keep her away from the married men. You want to
the response should be
we judge them by their works. And I think the response should be, we accept you, but let us see the fruit of Christ within your life. And I think people have been critical about, well, all the millions that you've made essentially leading young men to sin. I think it would be a great show of faith if she were to do something with that money, whether it be charitable to a church donation, something like that, maybe even specifically a men's organization, because that's the group that she was predating on and exploiting.
And what you're communicating to young women is you can do whatever you want, say sorry, and here's your media career.
That is the Catholic Church. That's right. You can go and ask for forgiveness, and if you truly mean it, it is granted to you.
And then we should be advocating for women to try to change their lives, right? I agree. It's
I don't have a problem with women changing their lives. What I find offensive actually is using Christianity as a grift.
I totally agree.
And I just find that offensive.
And I agree with you, but I would say, if people begin to believe that the better grift is not in being a hooker, but being a Christian, that's winning the culture war.
And I think you could argue that, but those women tend to be so damaged, they tend to do the same thing. And what you see over long periods of time is now you have predatory women in the church.
No, I agree.
And then oftentimes young men that don't know better end up marrying these chicks.
And so I would agree with you on that, Patsy. I'm just saying, at the very least, her attempt at this grift, if it is a grift, shows that she believed the right side of history, and the profitable side of history is virtue, not degeneracy. It doesn't mean she's not a degenerate. It just means she's being like, ooh, there's more money over here. That's a good sign.
My argument is, I think it's funny how conservatives given.
My argument is that I think the porn star probably believes that she had a real conversion. However, she at some point, when she's not the darling anymore, is gonna find out that a lot more people feel like Pearl does than want to actually support her, and then she's gonna hide a lot of people in her face saying, you're not saved, you're not saved, you're a whore, you're a whore, you're a whore, you're a whore. And a lot of people are gonna be saying that to her at some point, and they already are, but it's only gonna escalate as she kind of starts to disappear from the media spotlight or whatever. And at some point, that's probably going to get to her, because quite frankly, that sucks. When all you hear all day, every day is, you're a whore, you're a whore, you're a whore, you're a whore, you're Jesus hates you, you'll never be if that's all you hear all day, every day, at some point she's going to go, I was literally making millions of dollars on OnlyFans and I was having a great time and people treated me well. And yeah, you know, I was fucking for money on the internet, but I made millions of dollars and people were really nice to me and they treated me well. And I'm over here and I'm like, I'm trying to be a good Christian. I did what they wanted me to do. I went to church. I shut down my OnlyFans. I did the things. I did all the interviews. I tried to spread the good word of Jesus and all this stuff. And all they did was call me a whore over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. And it just seems like I'm never going to be able to be what they want me to be because I already did this. So why aren't I just going back and doing this? I think that that's actually what's going to happen, because that's what the right does with everyone that they lift up as a political symbol. They spit them up, they chew them up and spit them out, and then they insult them over and over and over and over and over again for the path that they already walked. And it's like, well, you can't change the past. So it's like from their perspective, like, you can't change the past. I can't change the fact that I did an OnlyFans, and you're just going to hold that against me every single day for the rest of my life. And I could have that, or I could go back over here and make millions of dollars and be treated really well. Like, and the other thing too is, like, if you're a new Christian, if you're coming into like the church and you are trying to be the very best Christian you can be, and all you're getting is the people in the church who are supposed to be Christians, who are supposed to be expressing Christ's love. And those good God-fearing Christians are going, whore, 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 whore. That doesn't really seem very Christ-like. And so now you kind of went from having this this situation where maybe you really did have this kind of like spiritual experience and you had a genuine religious conversion, but you find yourself amidst a group of people who are acting the opposite of really how a Christian should be acting. Like, let's just be honest. Lauren Chen would be an amazing mentor for that girl. Lauren Chen is not going to do that, right? Who that girl is going to be around are people who are going to go, whore, 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 because they're more loud. They're more loud. There are more of them. And so at some point she's going to go, this is what I gave up millions of dollars for. I thought we were supposed to be acting in the name of Jesus. I thought we were supposed to be doing his work. I thought we were supposed to be like, you know, following the Bible and being good to each other and loving each other and forgiving each other. I thought we were supposed to be doing all that. And I just get called a whore every day. That's not Christian. That's not Christ-like. And so this group of Christians that I found myself in, that I gave up millions of dollars for, they're just shitting on me all the time. What am I doing? I'm going to go back over here where I'm going to make millions of dollars and people are going to treat me really well and they're going to buy me presents and I'm going to have nice things and I'm going to get to go out to all the things and I'm going to get all these men who love me. I'm going to have great sex because that's better than being on the other side and just being called a whore all the time. That's what's going to happen. All right. It's past 3 a.m. I'm going to bed. We made it through a good bit of this, though, but I feel like we've gotten the basic mise en scène. Thank you guys for hanging out with me tonight. I really do appreciate it. Please do mount the like button on the way out the door. I will see you at 6 p.m. today, I guess, for Socialism Saturday. Take care, guys. Have a good night. We'll see you soon. Bye.